Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is, as you can see, a get ready with me video. I did record another get ready with me video earlier, like 2 days ago. But first of all, the video ended up becoming an hour long, and then when I edited it, it came 41 minutes long, and then I'm like, that's too long. So I'm just going to insert a little clip of my roommate Jordan, because I have this little clip that was like so funny, and I'm just like, it's gonna be playing right now. I have a question.
What?
What blush should I wear?
Oh, that's
Jordan.
right. Wait, this recorded now?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't even know.
I don't know what's, cause like, that's not a blush. There's the,
I like this sunlight.
I know, right? Because in this sunlight, it was a little bit too bright, but now it's cooperating with me, so I'm highly upset.
Perfect.
Very intense. The eyes are pretty intense. Maybe I should either do red ombres with my lips, but then, as usual, I already primed my face with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I do own more than one primer, you guys. I actually own... You can come in.
Every time you speak of someone.
I do own like the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I have 2 of these, but then I also have the 2 of these like mini size of the Professional. There you go, Professional primers, the small size, because it's like $15 just for this, and it has 0.25 ounces, and so I'm just like, I'll buy the mini. The mini, because I don't really use it often, because I use these for like special events, so it's good. But the e.l.f. Poreless Primer is like every day. In my previous video, I was talking about how Rihanna launched her makeup line, and so far I only have her lip gloss, but now I got paid yesterday, and I wasn't gonna buy any makeup, but then my foundation shade was back, and so right when I click on checkout, it said, oh, it's sold out. I'm like, oh, I think about buying it, it just sells out. And so I'm just like, okay, because I don't really need anything else from her, honestly. Like the Matchsticks Trio, I'm like, I have like, how many concealers in that color? I have 3 concealers in that color. I think I'm doing fine. And I'm gonna put down in the description box everything I'm using today. But this is my MAC foundation. But I've noticed lately that my, if you hear a noise in the background, it's my roommate playing a game. My drugstore foundation, the only drugstore foundation I go for, the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, I notice it's kind of running out, because it gets a little bit harder for me to like get the product onto my brush so I could put on my face. And so I notice I'm running out. And then when I went to Walmart a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, maybe I should buy it, but on my butt, I'm gonna buy the Rihanna foundation eventually. And what if I like that even more than this? But then I talked to my other roommate, Deandra, who's pretty much my guide to money management, and she said no. So I did not buy it. But I would have bought it if she wasn't there. I was very close to buying it, but I ended up spending way more than I intended to spend when I was there. So I'm just like, maybe I didn't buy it. Because I actually had to buy those things for the apartment and for me. But yeah, because like, to me the Maybelline foundation is like good for like everyday purposes, and then the MAC foundation is for like, for me, for like special events, because it looks so nice. You only use so little, and I'm like, it's MAC, so I'm kind of like iffy about it, you know. Like, I love it, I don't hate it. This one actually lasts a lot longer than that one, because I had this foundation since, first of all, how long was I supposed to keep this foundation? That's a good question right there. I just prefer Maybelline for every day and my MAC foundation for like special events. Concealers. I own 5 concealers. Five concealers. 3 of them are like highlighting shades, these 3. And then these 2 are like, you know, neutral shades. And so this Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Cafe, I don't really like it. At first I thought it was okay, but I noticed that with me, the coverage is great. It's just, to me, it goes gray on me for some reason. So I don't really use it that often, and honestly, I'm thinking about throwing it out. I don't really like it because it's not that expensive. It's really not. It's affordable and everything, but I like the ColourPop one so much better, so no. It says I'm thinking like a full coverage look today, so I'm using the Kat Von D concealer today. And I use this rarely because it's very full coverage. Like, to me, this is a lot. For this concealer, it's a lot. So yesterday in Bloomsburg, there's a fair. And I'm a junior and I never went to the fair. And the fair up here is like a big deal, so I decided to go to the fair yesterday with a few of my friends. Now, I bought like one of the bracelets so you could go on any ride, but I didn't want to go on any rides alone. And then it turns out at the end, none of my friends want any rides. And so I'm just like, oh, okay, I just wasted $25 right there. And then it started to rain. Like, it really did start to rain out of nowhere. And I wasn't prepared, so I'm just over here like, I hope I don't get sick. Because it was like, I was wearing a sweater. And if I was wearing a sweater yesterday, you're fine. Because it was kind of chilly, but I was wearing a sweater. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. Then it rained, and I'm like, I hope I don't get sick. Because I do not have any time to get sick, okay? I was very upset. And then we had a movie night, and that's what happened yesterday. I had a hair fiasco. I really did have a hair fiasco though, no lie. I had a hair fiasco. You guys know I have faux dreadlocks, goddess locks. And so out of nowhere, they just started coming out. And I'm like, why are they coming out, you know? Because this never happened to me before. And so I got my friend to do them again, and it looked nice. And then they started coming out. So I came to terms that it's the hair. And so then I got my other friend to do crochet braids. So this is why I have crochet braids again. My mom sent it to me. Thank you. And then for like a whole week, you know those little head wraps that you wear? I borrowed my roommate's head wraps, and I looked like, it looks nice on me, don't get me wrong, but I also look like an African mother. Because I'm like, she has like different theme head wraps, and they're never like just one solid color. Like, if I got like a black head wrap, then I can make it work with every outfit, you know? But I took a black and white themed head wrap, and it was, it worked with most of my outfits. And so like, yeah, because she had like a blue one, like a denim blue one. I'm like, I'm wearing a denim blue outfit. But then I'm like, I only plan on looking nice for this whole week until my stuff comes in and I find someone to do my hair, because there's nothing for me nice to wear. So I did wear like an all white dress with white sandals, like, because the head wrap's black and white and I want to dress nice. And so I wore a white dress that whole day. And what happened was my roommate over here looking like a freaking model, and I'm over here looking like someone's African mother, and I'm just like, all right, cool. We both look nice though. It was good. It was good. She looked really nice in that dress. I like that dress. Every time she wears that dress, I'm like, any more guys try to talk to you? Because it's a really nice dress. I got a job on campus at my bookstore, and it's a bookstore job. It's like any other bookstore job, honestly, because the bookstore is like a retail job. Like, at first I was gonna be there just for like temporary reasons, but then next thing you know, I'm there pretty often, which I don't mind because I get paid. But then I'm also like, oh, I thought I was gonna be here temporary, you know. And then like I know some people are gonna be like, oh, so you have a job, so you're never broke. I'm like, huh, you would have thought. Like, every time I get my paycheck, I'm like, there is actually something that's like kind of pricey that I actually need. Not makeup wise, it's just actually need this. And so that's what usually happens. Sometimes this is like, it's like any other bookstore job, and I'm like, I'm going home soon for a weekend to get my hair done again. I'm getting box braids, and I'm like, okay, I need off that weekend. And she said, okay. And so I got the schedule for that weekend, and it's like pretty much a relaxation week for me, because I usually work almost like every other day. And Wednesdays is always my busiest day, and I'm still working Wednesday. You know, I told her that, like, can you like schedule me less on Wednesdays? Because I have one class earlier in the day, and then I have a huge break because that's usually my only class, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But on Wednesdays, I have a 6 to 9 class. And so I always think like, oh, it won't be too bad. But then in the middle of the day, I'm kind of like, I'm tired. That's what usually happens. I always come in so positive, but then something just always happens. Fun fact about my eyebrows. I usually hate doing this eyebrow, but I think because today I'm kind of like in a chill mood today, that it came out pretty decent, and I wasn't really stressing about it. Because this eyebrow always comes out slightly different from this eyebrow. So I always trying to start with this eyebrow more lately just to get it over with. But it did what it needed to do today, which I am happy about. And then, like, if you never do eyebrows before, like, measure it against, and then, you know, like, measure anything against your eyelid, and then that's where you pretty much know where it's supposed to end. Like, I know that much for eyebrows. I'm still learning. So I use like 2 eyebrow products, and they're both by Anastasia. I use either the Dip Brow pomade that everybody uses for like that bold brow, but I just use it for like a natural brow, so I'm a natural brow type of girl, or the Brow Wiz, which I'm looking at it now. I'm like, wow, I don't have that much left. And it lasted a good while because I had this for a minute. So I'm not mad. But then, like, makeup tells you when it expires, right? So this Dip Brow thing is supposed to expire every 6 months. And I'm like, this is gonna last way more than 6 months for me. Honestly, it is. Because, look at this. I used it only a few times, and there's not even a dip in it. I'm just like, that's good. It means it lasts long, but then I'm like, didn't last long. And you say expires 6 months when you open it and use it, so it's gonna last more than 6 months for me. You know, I don't care. As you guys know, if you watch my Get to Know Me tag video, I said I was a criminal justice major here. Now I am changing my major, my junior year, to mass communications and journalism, because I like to write. I really do like writing. Writing is really not that bad for me, and I kind of keep up with the press and everything. And I'm also gonna minor in creative writing and criminal justice, because I still like criminal justice. I just realized I don't want to work in it. That's the thing. Like, there's a difference when you like learning about it, and then like you want to work in it. There's a huge difference. So that's what happened to me. And with mass comms, you have to get a graduate degree, which I've noticed that. So I'm looking at graduate schools, and I'm like, I can either like stay here at Bloomsburg, or I can go to like Temple or something. So I would prefer Temple because I like Philly whenever I visit there. I don't even move to Philly, but that's the thing. But then I also want to take like a break after I graduate, you know what I mean? Because like you do so much, and like I just want to take a break because you do a lot for four or 5 years, and you kind of want to take a break. Like, you go straight to your job, or you could like take a year off and travel. Like, I would probably, it's a lot. I would probably go, like, I already told my parents I'm gonna go to cosmetology school, because this is a lot of powder and I did not intend to put on this much powder. I think it's a good thing to know a trade, because not everybody knows everything. You know what I mean? Because a trade, everybody's gonna need help with something. So everybody's gonna need help with their car, their plumbing, their hair. Hair is a good business. Makeup, because some people like to be like weddings. I don't know if I could do weddings because people start getting emotional and they're gonna start crying, and I don't know if I want that. I really don't know what makeup look I was doing today. Like, I felt like doing like this really bold silver crease, but then I'm like, nah, let me do something else with a crease. Well, it's interesting to me how most people make it seem like if you go just to a trade school, like, oh, you're gonna be not that successful in life. But then I'm like, no, they're gonna make a lot of money. You don't even know, because people always need help with something. So, like, when you get your car fixed, how much does it cost? Honestly, it's not cheap, because they're gonna do for one thing, but then like, oh, but we know there's something else too, you know. I turned 20. If you're new, I turned 20 back in July. This year, inspired from Girls Trip, I wanted to go to Essence Festival for my 21st birthday. But then I'm looking at how much everything costs, and I'm like, I don't know about that, because that's a lot of money. Once you think about it, it's a lot of money. And I'm like, we're just, you know, turning 21. I want to do something different than my normal birthdays. So I want to, like, not be in Pennsylvania. But then there's also, like, you know, money. And like, my other friends who are 21, who are like the older sisters to me, and my other friend slash roommate, they're going to Florida for spring break, and that's money. And then there's supposed to be my 21st, and that's a lot more money. And I'm like, I don't want people to go broke because of like me, you know what I mean? So maybe we should go to maybe Florida again, or Atlantic City. Atlantic City could be nice. Or yeah, like, we could go to way more places than Essence Festival. Essence Festival could be more for more like the big 30. When we turn 30, it could be like a big 30th birthday party for us. But you know, we will see. Or we could, I'm not going on no camping trip. I may be from an area that's wooded, but I hate camping with a passion. This look is not coming out like I wanted it to be, but you know what? I'm gonna work with it and figure it out as I go. So I'm really trying to figure out what to do today. I live in the new dorm at my school, and the new dorm is pretty much like apartments, pretty much, but without a kitchen. Like, I'm kind of like thinking to myself, should I move off campus next year? Living on campus and living off campus are completely different. You have to pay for rent, and then you gotta pay for rent, and you gotta pay for utilities, and you're not as close to your classes as there used to be, but there's no like people telling you what to do. Also, like, you get more freedom, but then you gotta make sure you get to class on time, and then you gotta have your car maybe, or like how you're gonna get to class if you live like really far off campus. Like, if I'm moving off campus, I do not want to move far away from campus. I want to move somewhere close, and that's not really expensive, and that's decent, you know? Because I do not want to spend a lot of money on my last year my last year here, unless I become a CA. And if you don't know what a CA is, it's pretty much the person who watches everybody in the floor and the building. Like we're a dry campus, so you're not supposed to have alcohol in your room, or like if you're like very obviously drunk, we can report you to the police. If you have like something like small happening, like you lock yourself out your dorm room, which I have done already. I have done that already. I'm always doing it every semester. But if you lock yourself out your dorm room, they're the ones who help you back into your rooms. You get like free housing. Like the benefits is really good, but the only things that you don't pick your housing. They pick it for you. And I only lived in 2 dorm buildings here. And honestly, I will live in only 3 or 4 of these buildings. And there's like the apartments upper campus too, because those are CAs because it's on campus. We will see. I'm gonna put a little bit of this color on top too, just to make it more rustic. The past week, my friend got me following on Snapchat like this zodiac sign thing, and it said for like Cancers that we could be a female dog and not know that we're being a female dog. And my my friend pointed out all the moments when I am pretty much being like that, and I never even noticed. And so now I'm just like having like a big life reveal that I could be pretty mean and I don't even know. Like I'm very blunt. I'm a very blunt friend. I learned that. I was like, wow, I never knew what I said was so shady. Sometimes yes, I do know what I say is shady, but then other times I'm kind of like, no, I really meant it. Like for example, my friends were going out and I saw a picture of them on Snapchat, and so I responded back to her picture and I said, your hair looks like a mop. And she got, oh my god, she got so upset because she always having hair problems, and I'm over here like, it looks like a mop. And she's like, I thought it looked nice. And I'm like, well, it doesn't. And so I'm just like, you need to fix it. But they already left, and so I'm just like, oh, okay, my bad. And when she pointed that out to me, I'm over here like, true, but you did look like a mop though. If I'm looking like crap, I would expect my friends to tell me I look like crap. You know what I mean? Because like, I don't want to just be out there, you know, like feeling myself, but then some random person's just like, wow, who let her friends go outside like that, you know? Because I'm like, you're not doing that to me. If I ask for your opinion, that means I trust your opinion, and I want you to tell me if I look good or not. Does my wing eyeliner look at least decent? Can you even see this one? Yeah, you can see it, but not as bold as this one. This one's kind of making me mad, but I want to make this one more like bold, but the thing with liquid eyeliner is that I don't want to mess it up. It's kind of making me agitated. There you go. Okay, so back to the female dog thing. I can be pretty rude, as I have learned. But then also, I am a very loyal friend, so they can take it or leave it. And then nobody really complains about it though, except for my one guy friend, but I think because he's just agitated because one of our friends is in back, that's like his good friend, so I think that's why. But other than that, I am trying to tone it down. I am trying to be like not as rude. I'm trying not to. It's not easy sometimes, because sometimes I look at people and be like, really? Like this past week, something was going on during lunch, and it was something that's very simple, but the way I said it was kind of like, are you serious? Like, I didn't mean to come out like that way, but then it did. And then my friend, of course, said like, you didn't have to say it like that. I'm over here like, whatever. You know, I'm just like, I'm over it, whatever, because I didn't mean for it to come out that way. It was just, I was just I was just in so disbelief of how he's making something so much more complicated than it really is, you know? So yeah, women could be pretty mean, which sometimes I can catch myself being pretty mean, and which means something, because now I'm considering like how mean do I have to be for me to notice how mean I'm being. Oh, after the hair fiasco, when I was texting and calling my family as usual, my mom's like, you need to buy a wig for like those days, because when I have my natural hair at school, I don't have time for my natural hair at school. I tried to do it one day and I'm over here like, nope, can't do it, not today. It's not good for these days, because I'm pretty busy, so like I need to put my hair up in something. And so I found this wig, but the weird thing is the wig I sent to her, she was like, that's ugly. I'm like, what? And she's like, it's an ugly wig. And then like the thing about my family is that we're pretty blunt to each other. So like if we don't like something, we're gonna tell you, which I think that's why my friends think I'm a rude person, because my family is very blunt. We're just a blunt people. So yeah, look at this. I'm not trying to be like Amy Winehouse, may she rest in peace. Today, that's actually kind of nice though, but I wasn't doing that for myself today. I will clean that off once it dries off. And yeah, we were arguing. Well, I was arguing in my head mentally with her, because I'm like, that wig is like a nice, decent, like my natural hair length went straightened wig. Side parts, like a little bang, kind of wavy, and I'm like, it's decent, I can deal with it. And she's like, nope, I don't like it, I don't think you're gonna like it. I'm over here like, okay. And now I'm thinking to myself, maybe I won't like it on me. So I'm just like, I hate it when she's right, but she's my mother, and mother is always right. So yep. And then what else? And then she sent me these wigs, and I'm like, those are like the typical black mother wigs. No, I'm not wearing them. And she's like, they're cute. I'm like, no, they're not. For you maybe, but for me, no. I'm 20. I'm not in my 50s. There you go. And that was just funny, because my friends were just laughing at me like, what, mom? And I had to call her and be like, I sent you a picture of another wig and you didn't listen to me. It was just like a curly wig, but like not like curly, it was like loose curls, like 3A, 3B curls, if you know hair types. That was just funny. That was just a little funny story. This is the sample size of, because if you're like a MAC member online, when you order something, like I ordered a Nicki Minaj lipstick, you get to pick something for free. So I picked the MAC Fall Slash Extreme in Extreme Black, and I like this mascara. I really do like it. However, it's not great for bottom lashes, and I kind of feel like, yeah, it smudges easily underneath my bottom lashes. And now I gotta wait for that to dry. My usual powder. It's good. I'm very klutzy. Fun fact, I am very klutzy, to the point that sometimes my friends have to watch me, because I'm just very klutzy. Like, if you leave me alone for a little bit, something's bound to happen. And sometimes my family's just like, how did she manage to do that? I'm over here like, I don't know, like it just happened. And so they can get annoyed at me with that, because like I dropped my BECCA highlighter and that's shattered. The highlighter part, the blush is completely fine, but the highlighter part is just shattered. But then there's the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette that I have, and I dropped that too, and it's shattered. Like, I don't even open it for you guys. That's how shattered it is. Like, for the BECCA one, I at least try to show you, but for that one, I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna tell you what shades I used. But honestly, since it's shattered, I kind of use the mixed shade powder dust that's all over, and just put that on my lid because it's shimmery and it looks nice. It looks decent, so that's what I usually do. YouTube does this thing now where if you have less than like 10,000 views, you can't monetize your videos, which That's not the reason why I joined YouTube. I joined YouTube to be like, oh, this would be like, can make me broaden my makeup skills even more before I go to beauty school. And those got way intense real quick. But, and for like more women of color, because it's kind of hard for me to find women with my shades tone, my skin tone. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of hard. And then like once I figure out how to work with my natural hair, I'm definitely gonna post a video on my natural hair. But see, this is the BECCA. Hold on. There you go. This is the BECCA one, and as you can see, it's pretty shattered. You know, I just realized Rihanna's highlighter brush kind of looks like this, but it honestly shapes more as a shark tooth instead of like, you know, the typical angled brush, because like this is angled as you can tell, but then hers is more like there's a pivot in it, and so that can really go in your bone, like your highlight bone. She's taking a shower. Your highlight bone. I just want to say that. I actually have to order this. I have to order this because I have the e.l.f. matte setting spray, but I don't like it. First of all, it feels really thick. Like it's like big droplets on my face from time to time when I put it on. I don't like that, and then also it doesn't last long on me, so I'm not using it. So I like the de-slick one and I like the all-nighter one, but it was by the mini size, so I just remembered I wanted to buy the large size. I'm not putting on jewelry, but this is almost the look. Since it's like a kind of like a glam, but like grungy. Should I put on like brown lipstick? Another thing my friends tell me is that I have enough makeup, and I'm like, okay, I can't admit I own a lot of makeup. However, I can get more. Not now, but I can if I want to. I don't want to use Jeffree Star. I'm not with it. I'm not with him. I don't like him. And I bought all like some of his products before I knew about him, and then he had that little beef with Jackie Aina, so I'm just like, nope, I'm not with it. True Brown K lip kit pretty much with her brow lip liner. I really do like Kylie Jenner's her lip liners. Her lip liners are really good in my opinion, because it's like the first, like her lip liner was the first time I ever felt like a real creamy lip liner. So she's like the OG, but then ColourPop I found out does it too, so I'm like, ColourPop's cheaper. Because if you notice, my True Brown K lip liner is running out, and I found a dupe of it on ColourPop. Because their formula is approved more, in my opinion. And everybody else. And also, I'm going to say now, I do not give a crap if Chloe and, what's her name? Kylie are pregnant. Which is ironic because me and Jordan were just talking about, is that a loose dog? The weirdest things happen here. Bloom's like, oh, there's the owner. Okay. But, don't give a crap. Which is kind of ironic because a few days ago, me and Jordan were like, what if Kylie got pregnant? The next thing you know, she's pregnant. So, oh well. I kind of like a brown, but I kind of want something going on in the center of the lip, like a little pink. Oh wait, I think I found it. So I use Kylie Cosmetics True Brown K lip liner and liquid lipstick, and put a little bit of Kylie liquid lipstick in the shade 20 just in the center and blended it out. I don't like blending out my lipsticks with a brush. I like using my lips. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys tune in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to follow me on social media, and I'll see you guys later.